came a time when I was a very young minister, and there was a young lady that had gotten born again in the church, and she backslid. She went out, she got pregnant, then she came back to the church. And one of the saints had a little dinner for her, invited Dr. Owens and myself years and years, decades ago. And we were all standing there. Minister, you was there. And we took hands after we got done with the meal. We were so glad she had came back. The baby was a newborn. I'm standing there, hands in a circle, getting ready to dismiss prayer. And the Holy Ghost said to me, he said, pray death off this baby. The baby wasn't coughing. The baby wasn't sick at all. Am I right, Dr. Owens? And I was a young minister. I didn't know how to obey God. I didn't know how to be bold. I was worried about, I said, Lord, the baby ain't even sick. Are you saying rebuke death off of an infant? I went to work the next day and got a phone call from my lovely wife. She said, honey, she said, you remember that couple that, I said, yeah. She said, you remember that mother that backslid came back? I said, yeah, we just had, she said, yeah, the baby just died this morning. Am I telling it right?
That's right, that's right.
And when she told me that, the Holy Ghost said to me, he said, son, this ain't no game. This is no game. People's lives are at stake. People's eternity is at stake. He said, I set you as a watchman on the wall. And if you see the sword come and you don't warn the people, the sword will take their life, but their blood will be required at your hand. He gave me an excellent education. I said, Lord, you mean to tell me if I would have prayed death off that baby would still be alive? Right now, that baby would be probably about 30 years old, better. No, about 40 years old, better. Right now. If I had done what God told me to do, but the baby's gone. Because this young preacher, right here, didn't realize how important some things are. And they won't be fixed with your education. It takes the power of the Holy Ghost. Clap your hands and give God some praise.